Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So happy hump day, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Trading with Dan. I'm Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin 4-hour charts. So so here we have it. Bitcoin is back above this 55k level, closed the candle above it, and are now getting acceleration to the upside. So just looking clearly within this range. Obviously we've got this top side of 57.5 to 58.5k range to try and come and tag. We may want to draw ourselves a horizontal, not horizontal, what am I even talking about? A downward sloping trend line connecting these highs, which you'll pretty much see that that basically brings us roughly to where we are. So we could be looking at either a rejection here, or we break through and get some acceleration. Obviously you guys definitely know my feelings about non-horizontal lines, but yeah, we will basically if we break through this, we'll run into this horizontal, which potentially is more important anyway than just this trend line that we've got going on here. Getting above here could see us having a nice run into potentially into the 58. Okay, obviously we've got this high here of, well, it's basically the top of this resistance zone. So if you get above this resistance zone and also that high, and then yeah, we could actually expect price action basically to populate the area between 58.5k and 62k again, and then maybe even build a head of steam. And obviously, major markets permitting, break our way to our next little run to the upside. But obviously, we're a long way from that. Got to break this trend line, got to break this horizontal, got to break up. I don't know if we would want to draw a descending broadening wedge in this pattern, but you could do descending broadening wedges, potentially bullish formation, of which we are potentially breaking now. Lots of potentials there. That's trading, I guess, isn't it? Lots of if, buts, and maybes. But yeah. Just to put it simply, yeah, we could be looking at a move up to this resistance again, and I think if we do, that would start to not look so bad for price action, because we've got this high, we've kind of got these highs here, these lower highs, then we've got this lower high, and then basically if we look to take out this string of lower highs, then that's bullish, isn't it? So could see some nice upward price action as people decide that this medium-term downtrend is over. But yeah, like I said, still in the balance. So we could very easily get rejected here, not have the strength to get up to 58k, and in which point, if we lose the 55k again, you honestly would be hard pressed to say that we haven't got a good shot of breaking this 52k level, especially when we have these lows above it. So just these levels that people would see as soon as we take those levels out, more downside, and start to flood in the shorts, flood in their sells basically. So that could then bust us through this level. So that's basically how I'm seeing this. Basically looking good until it doesn't. I say this quite a lot, don't we? We're at an inflection point. I guess we do look at these medium short-term trends for the next move. So we are always going to be at, we're not always, but we've always got the potential to be at inflection points. But yeah, we kind of are here. Get above here, we've got a good chance of getting up to here, in which case we've got a good chance of invalidating this series of lower highs, and at which point then we start to look good again. Again though, that could only basically get us up to into this range. Then we could trade this range for a bit, decide we don't want to spend time up here, and then basically trade sideways within a wider range. And that is potentially what we could be seeing. So Ethereum, Bitcoin, absolutely on its backside here. Yeah, not really looking good. Yeah, like I said, I really think we are struggling with this what is basically a potential minor attack and a fork and all that jazz. There's just a lot of uncertainty as to what's going to happen with this asset, with the upgrades that obviously the developers want to push through. So yeah, I mean, that's just clearly what is getting reflected in this price. But all I will say is that we've just got this range basically. We've got this to the upside, which we basically tried to break above and failed. We've got this to the downside, which we haven't really tested properly yet. And yeah, breaking this, we should see acceleration to the downside. Breaking this, we should see, well, acceleration to the upside, providing we don't get faked out again. But I think after the first fake out, if we get back above again, we will start to look okay. But that's really how I'd look at it, that we are just, whilst I look at it and say, oh, he's looking awful, we're down here on these lows. But yeah, I'm kind of looking at this low and this low to basically signal a real serious move to the upside or downside. Bitcoin dominance, yeah, I just don't really like looking at it at all. So there you go, that is not doing a lot either. DXY. Look at it go. Look at it go. We did say this was looking like it could potentially start to make a move to the upside. Looked like it was fully rejecting going down and looking good. And here we have it. Basically at a level not seen since late November last year. And yeah, probably put in a bit of probably will spook markets a little bit. But yeah. Yeah, so looking like we could be having a reversal, but like I've said, this is going to be this whole area is going to be fraught with peril for the dollar bulls. Obviously, this getting into this area, excellent. That is the first hurdle for the dollar bulls. Staying in this area and then making it through this area is obviously going to be the next major task for the dollar bulls, which is no light undertaking. So yeah, they could easily fail and we could get rejected and come back down. But obviously, taking out these levels, I mean, we'll make this level a bit thicker, more important, because obviously taking out this is going to, have I got my drawing tools locked? Why can't I stay in this? Here we go. Taking out this level is clearly going to be the point at which, yeah, we are gonna have some serious problems. Basically, can I adjust this? I know that I can. Why isn't it giving me the option? Do I have to click the end? Oh yeah, because it's up here. That's why. Not the style. This has changed. This didn't used to be like this. Yeah, we'll have it on 3px. 3 pixels, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, so obviously take this out and it's basically game over. We are gonna have a correction in the stock market. But yeah, like I said though, like I did say, this getting above here will be no easy feat for the dollar bulls. So yeah, we'll just have to assess that. Obviously, the 10-year yield going up will aid us getting through there. 10-year yield, as you can see, this is trapped inside a bit of its zone here. Yeah, so it's not really trapped inside the zone. It's just still making progress within this red zone. But yeah, like I said, I'm maybe expecting like I said in previous videos, maybe expecting some form of a pullback in this before continuation on upside later this year. When the dust potentially settles and people have to start to look at the reality of the situation. So yeah, got silver also under a bit of pressure here, which is good. I am liking this because I did say about a macro trade of my own. Macro my larger roadmap is obviously rotating out of crypto at some point into basically precious metals, silver mine, basically high risk. But obviously I like high risk, but a high risk silver miners, particularly silver miners. But yeah, precious metal miners, gold and silver miners. That's kind of what I'm looking at. So I did basically not particularly like it when we were looking like we're busting over $30 here or busting up here when crypto was still obviously lower than it is now. So to see this struggling, bond yields going up, precious metals struggling whilst crypto is still going up, that obviously there's a spread there, isn't there? Spread between obviously the crypto and silver miners in favor of crypto, and because obviously I want that spread as wide as I can, or that's the number as high as I can on that spread, so I can then rotate into these at better levels. Yeah, so yeah, so I do like to see this not basically going on a massive run. So yeah, excellent. Good to see, because like I said, this is a macro play though. It's a macro play. I'm still fully fully degenerately exposed in crypto at the moment, so for the most part. So yeah, there we go. Nasdaq. Not Nasdaq, sorry, S&P. Yeah, S&P is holding up there. I mean, stocks are doing an admirable job. We should admire them for holding up here. So yeah, well done. Like I said though, I really think it's going to be the second half of this year when reality sets in and things maybe don't start to look as good, which gives us plenty of time to play around. Yeah, Tesla flirting with an important level. Flirting with an important level to get back above. Things will start to look good again for Tesla, but not getting above them, and we could potentially be seeing a top. But yeah, like I said though, basically we could still get nominal rises in stock markets, but then against inflation being a massive bear market for years. And that potentially is what I think is going to happen. So MicroStrategy, we've not looked at this for a minute. Yeah, just floundering around, isn't it, a bit really? Wow, like literally that is basically pretty much 2x down from its high, a 50% sale from its high, incidentally, on a 4-hour 9. So yeah, MicroStrategy struggling a bit here. Yep. Not really much else I want to look on here. Actually, let's have a look at our good old friend Copper. Copper. Where was even our annotations from a long time ago? Yeah, obviously we were bullish on all these commodities back when we were looking at them, saying that these were going up, and yeah, I mean pretty clearly they were going to the upside. We were bullish on wheat and soybeans. Obviously this is not particularly done quite so well. Wheat hasn't. Soybeans has. Look at it go. To be honest, I haven't even checked my my actual brokerage account, because I do have a load of options for these. And I'm pretty sure my strikes were in the 14 and 15s. So maybe I should check them, because they're pretty much going to be very much in the money now. Yeah, I'll probably check them at some point. But hey, they weren't massive. Well, I say they weren't massive positions. Obviously, options are have inherent massive leverage. They weren't massive monetary positions, only like a few thousand. But hey, maybe I have a maybe I should check my brokerage account at some point. Maybe I should. Just clear signs of unprofessionality there coming from me, isn't there? But hey, it just doesn't matter, does it? I mean, that is an incredible move. That is an incredible move, because literally these are even the arrows that I've drawn when we were looking at it. This is when I was going long. Down here, say, look, get above here, and we're looking good, and we're going up. I mean, clearly my arrow could have been slightly larger. Let's just have a look at this, just on a percentage, basis. Oh, yeah? I mean, this is not like crypto, but yeah. So a 50% markup is not too bad. I don't know why I'm laughing. I guess it's just laughing because I guess I should check this at some point. Anyway, but the thing is though, like, I'm still holding this whole inflation play, and I've got no real reason. I'm not looking to basically do anything with these positions. Just let them carry on. So yeah, I believe my options were dated till the end of this year. Anyway. So anyway, yeah, we looked at the 10-year. We looked at all this lot. We looked at this lot. BT's dominance. We looked at that. We looked at a few different things today, didn't we? Nasdaq on a whole, as you can see, it's basically yeah, break below here. I think we'll look for a test of this and break below, break above here, and then we'll just look for more onwards and upwards. But to be honest, I mean, I would until the second half of this year. I am just looking at basically things just to keep drifting upwards, just same old. I don't expect reality to hit until, like I've said, base effects are fully out of the inflation number, and also yeah, just basically the economy open and seeing what people are doing. Well, there is one thing that has been slightly concerning me, is that obviously all these, obviously whilst we have been in lockdown and all that jazz, like people have obviously been heavily speculating like money into crypto. And I mean, I know myself personally that I can't wait for shops to open to go on like a massive spending spree. So I'm sure other people are going to be, they've got this money in here, they're just doing their thing, doing their trading thing, biding their time, waiting for actually be able to go out and do stuff, spend money, go out, do things. So that could actually be a bit of a drag on these markets as people then say, right, okay, I want that cash now. I want that cash now to go and basically just go on a spending spree. I mean, it was only ever speculative play money anyway. It's not like they are basically building themselves a nest egg or whatever. Do you know what I mean? They just they were doing something whilst they were bored, and now it's like I've made myself say they made themselves from a few grand, 20 grand. I mean, they just will want to go. A lot of people just want to go and spend that 20 grand. So just, for example, just complete arbitrary figures. And I think there'll be a lot of people in that situation. So yeah, I mean, don't forget that'll be real selling into fiat, real from fiat buying into crypto, so real buying turning into some potential real selling. So maybe that could be a bit of a drag. And then we'll obviously need our institutions to take over, our institutional buyers. Anyway, let's have a look at those. Now, I say we've obviously got some institutional buyers, but like what have we got? A couple of companies out of the thousands and thousands of companies worldwide. And don't forget, these companies are literally living off debt and cheap, basically cheap Fed money. So they don't want to bite the hand that feeds it by basically sticking their middle fingers up to the Fed and the current monetary system by basically abandoning it. So just something to consider on the whole. But yeah, so stochastics 4 hour pointing up, looking good. 10 hours obviously got to have turned up from that lower base now. Yeah, turned up from a low base, has got plenty of room to run, 12 hour looking to turn back up as well. Daily still diving, so bullish reset, bullish reset on the daily. It'll eventually turn up. 2 day still pointing down, 3 day undecided, 5 day undecided, weekly undecided, bi-weekly, yeah, there or there. So yeah, I mean, basically, if we hold 55k and basically hold this range, these stochastics are going to start, well, the daily turn as well. The daily turn, along with obviously the 12 hour and daily, 12 hour and 10 hour getting ahead of steam. And that could very likely see us get our way up to this 50k and actually break through back into this zone, basically targeting all-time highs again, and then just deciding what we want to do up there. That is kind of how this kind of looked. Obviously was looking a bit hairy whilst we were down here, but yeah, obviously looking better now. But yeah, like I said, short term, yeah, so that obviously looks to the medium term, this 10-12 hour daily stochastics turning back up, and that can drive us back through this 58.5k into this zone, where you would be hard pressed to say that we haven't got a good chance of breaking up higher. Like I said, we could very easily still trade sideways within a range. At any point we could get like a bit of a blip in stock markets, bond markets, anything that could then have a bit of a drag, keep us below these levels. But yeah, generally speaking, medium term looking good. Obviously we know long term looking good, and short term will look good if we start to make a bit more progress to the upside. So yeah, there we go. So remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys later.